How's it going, guys? Leethal Lee here again. Audio like really cutting in and out in this one. I'm sorry. It's really loud too. I'll try and adjust it, but I'm doing my game volume. If I could speak English would be nice. But yeah, same old audio issue. Until game 22 is the last one I recorded. So game 22 or 23, and then I'll figure out a new way of doing it. So we've got a slight lead here in the first, so I'll just let you watch this, and I'll be back at the end to say goodbye.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said we've been playing some of our best basketball on offense of late and continued not a lot of mistakes, guys going to where they should be, setting good solid screens. Really, I can't ask for much more from them on the offensive end. Obviously, something he hopes can keep going here.
I just stop abusing people.
Thanks, and important in every game, but early on here, guys, we'll be looking out for how they manufacture opportunities.
Well, I know Coach is worried about their shot selection at times, so I'm not surprised at what he had to say.
Steve, I don't know a coach who doesn't worry about shot selection. You talk about...
Oh, come on!
Coaches, it's seeing their guys taking bad shots. It's clear they had one thing on their mind when they came out of the gate today. Rebound.
Yeah, and they've opened up the game with a pretty good margin in that area. Great sign for this club.
Parker passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. He dishes it to Ginobili. Shot off the pick. Here's Splitter. And he sinks the layup.
If you don't box him out more effectively than that, he's going to eat you up on the offensive board.
Pass to Lee. Back to Bradley.
No, I didn't pass it to Bradley. No, then.
For the Spurs. Here's Leonard. Rebound Boston. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they're up against one of the few teams that really took it to them last year. They'll be excited because they got swept in the season series a year ago.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Now the dish to Ginobili. Kicks to Parker. Over Sellinger. No dice from 9 feet out. Here's
You're a little...
no good. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. 17. Lee, he's in at small forward. Wilcox is out there with Jared Sellinger. Then it's Terrence Williams, and it's Bradley in at the point guard. That's the Boston 5. Jumps up, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2.
Lay up that close.
You don't get to the
Oh, great. Now...
without a good record against the East, and the Spurs more than handled their business when facing off against the conference.
That one is off. Steve, you look at the record the Spurs had against the Eastern Conference, 15-3. Not a whole lot more you can ask if you're Coach Popovich.
Well, and the West is so strong.
Yeah, I got one.
That if you want to get the 1 seed in your conference like the Spurs did, you're going to have to make up some ground when you go against the East, and that's exactly what San Antonio did last year.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Boston. They grabbed their own miss. Out to Parker. Over Lee. Kicks it out to Ginobili. Fires for 3. Rebound Boston. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Well, not too much went wrong for them in that one, especially offensively. I think it worked out pretty much just as they had planned.
Yeah, I thought it was an excellent game plan, and they carried it out very effectively. The kind of game that makes a coach proud.
The feed now to Parker. Back to Ginobili. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Wilcox.
Wilcox.
What can we say about Greg Popovich, guys? 16 years as an NBA head coach, all with the Spurs. He's the longest tenured of any current coach in any of the 4 major sports in North America.
Can't be that.
Had sustained success throughout that run. Absolutely remarkable.
Oh,
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the
I mean, last.
And checking out Boston, 3.5 games back.
Well, looking at Boston, they've continued to sit in that middle tier of teams that might be able to make the playoffs, but don't have the talent to maybe make a deep run.
Well, it's still early to say exactly where they'll end up, but
No, my phone was distracting me.
All business there, not messing around one bit. Flushed it right with one hand.
He never does, Clark. He never does.
well, that's kind of his trademark, those slams like that one.
The Sprite replay really gave you a good look at the action.
How about Tony Parker's year last season? Maybe the best of his career. And the Spurs needed it because they've been aging the last couple of years as a team. But Parker, just phenomenal. Really the leader of that club offensively. He didn't get off to much of a start early on, but it seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Back to Ginobili. Dishes to Blair. Here's the pass to Parker. Splitter. He feeds it to Leonard.
You get past me so easily, Leonard.
That's good.
Tell me your secret.
Leonard's got.
I want to know them.
And you know, you look at Tony Parker, 30 years of age. He's born back in May of '82. He's played the third most games for the Spurs in franchise history.
Fucking hell.
David Robinson. He clearly
I'm
is
gonna
one of the greats in the team's history, no doubt.
Passes it to Ginobili. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And Manu Ginobili, really one of the top-tier shooting guards this league has to offer, and has been for a while. He's hard to find the floor.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter.
When I'm
You back to the love.
stuff, I nail like shot after shot after shot. I can't.
Very well. He's got 11 points now and 3 great steals. Good contributions for him off.
Well, we're into the third.
So frustrating.
Over 2.5 minutes played.
Since Boston's resurgence, they've always done a great job against the Western Conference. Having the depth and the talent they do gives you a chance to.
I'm gonna break something. I'm gonna break something.
Last year, it just wasn't the same.
So with Ginobili sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Leonard and Duncan are the forwards. Gary Neal is out there with Tony Parker. And it's Blair in at the 5, roaming the paint. Parker. Duncan with the bucket. 15 points for Duncan. Celtics trailed by 3. Yeah, Clark, you're right. They really struggled to get any real momentum when they faced off
Bad call.
Western Conference, and Steve, they ended up with a.
Oh my god! Move!
Really a far cry from how they had done up until that point. But losing some of the guys they did made it hard for them to play the type of defense that let them dominate the Western Conference the year before.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
But apparently that's...
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The inside, he's covered by Leonard.
It just rolls over the top!
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior
Right.
to be successful.
I'm successfely losing this game.
As they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And that one's good. Crawford's got his second basket.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Neal dishes to Parker. Shoots over Bradley. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Neal. 13 points for Parker.
Well, that's his shot. He is really proficient from that mid-range.
Crawford kicks to Williams. A rebound by the Spurs. Duncan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and in that game, Kevin, I thought they shared the ball, they spread the floor, they shot it well. They were just so efficient offensively.
You're all over it, Steve. Everything you said is right on point. The way they move the ball, they created so many high percentage shots.
No good from Lee. From half court, shot is off. The points coming in bunches. So as we get rolling,
He's not doing anything right.
sideline reporter Doris Burke for our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Doris?
And Kevin, our
Shot.
Uncontainable Game Award goes to the San
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Parker passes to Ginobili. He kicks it to Leonard. He passes to Blair. The shot from
Oh, that freaking rebound.
Lee in its small forward. Bass and KG, the big ticket, patrol the inside.
Better.
Pierce out there with Terry. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Parker
Personally, I'm doing.
feeds it to Ginobili. He dishes it to Duncan. Back to Ginobili. Parker dishes to Ginobili.
Just one or two.
It's 6. And Blair kicks to Parker. There's the 3. And Boston with the rebound.
He hasn't been one of their key guys tonight, but they are still winning despite his lack of production.
To tie it up. The offensive rebound. And the shot is good from Garnett. And that ties it up.
How about that? They finally tie it up.
Can they continue?
Oh, and look at that.
Guys, we'll see.
Gets it to go. Blair's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Lee. And another basket for Boston.
And then I finally make a shot and he gets me out of the game. You some piece of...
We'd like to see a little more out of the defense. How about trying?
We won.
And so it's Boston
With a 4-point win.
with the win.
Well, that's it for this game, guys. Another game I didn't have a huge influence in. But then I lost. They're ripping me off with my game times and stuff. But hey, yeah, hopefully the audio is seeming to get better, except for it's just me yelling. So 0.0 coin, which helps me gain my. Here comes the press conference, and then that's it. So thanks for watching. Yeah, cheers.
I'm sure you aren't happy with the way you played, but it didn't cost your team the game, as you still pulled out the win. Thoughts on your performance?
It's terrible. Can I say?
I don't have much to say about the way I played. I'd rather talk about the job my teammates did tonight. Real solid all-around effort. And it was a great win for us that came despite my lack of involvement. Those guys were making plays throughout, and Coach pushed us to make the right adjustments when we needed to that kept us in the lead at the end. It's nice to know your teammates will be there to pick you up when your game falters a little. Man, thanks, guys.
Wow.